legacy is nothing that we're going to do. Our legacy is built on what the next generation does.
Were it not for Donald Trump's surprising win in November, the political story of election 2016 could arguably be the ascent of the Indian American community, who suddenly have 5 members in the United States Congress.
Nobody would have guessed that we would have 5 members of the U.S. Congress, much less one of them being a member of the United States Senate. So I'm very happy with the progress we've made, and I look forward to more progress in the future.
For 1% of the population, we're now finally 1% of Congress itself.
M.R. Rangaswamy, founder of Indiaspora, for the second time held an Indian American inauguration ball. 4 years ago, it was pegged around President Obama's re-election, but with the election of Kamala Harris to the U.S. Senate, Raja Krishnamurthy, Pramila Jayapal, and Ro Khanna to the House, not to mention the re-elections of the first Hindu American in Congress, Tulsi Gabbard, and Bera, the gala was moved to the day these legislators got sworn in.
Republic for which it stands, to have colleagues to work with, we can put our values of entrepreneurship, values of education, values of building for the next generation. Those are not just Indian American values, those are the values of America as well.
I think we're really showing that we Indian Americans have a presence and have power in this country that matches now politically with everything else that we do.
It's an incredible community in terms of the rising political influence, but also in terms of what they're doing, what the Indian American community is doing throughout the country.
They're going to make a real mark on the United States Congress, primarily because they bring to this nation the recognition that we are a nation of many, and out of many comes one, and comes unity.
Indiaspora, through its annual forums and galas like this one, is growing in stature as a bipartisan platform that connects rising stars with folks that are already icons.
Brings together a cross-section of Indian Americans and tries to build on issues of common interest that the diaspora have that connect the United States and India.
It's an institution that has mobilized Indian Americans in the public good and which is attempting to shape public policy in the United States while giving voice to concerns of importance to the community.
More than a dozen members of Congress were in attendance, including former vice presidential hopeful Tim Kaine, one of many in the crowd that want to see the U.S.-India relationship develop even further.
I was really fortunate when the Democrats were in majority in the Senate to be the chair of the subcommittee in foreign relations that oversaw the U.S.-India relationship. And that was a great joy for me because I've always felt that the U.S.-India relationship, from my vantage point as a governor of Virginia, I had 3 Indian American cabinet secretaries or deputy cabinet secretaries. The ties are so natural.
I want to do everything we can to help you succeed, because if you succeed, then the country succeeds.
While it's clear there will be a shift in how business is done in Washington on January 20th, if there's one thing leaders on both sides of the aisle can agree on, it's that the bond between the U.S. and India will continue to grow, with Indian Americans serving as the greatest ambassadors of all.
So when people come from India to the United States with their entrepreneurship, with their family values, with their commitment to community, they make America more American. That's how we see it.
No matter which way the political winds blow, the commitment is there on behalf of the leaders of this country to be able to strengthen the U.S.-India friendship.